Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. So today, as you can probably see by the state of my little reading area, we are rearranging my books. I have a lot of new books that I've put in places that I just don't think actually should be there. This entire shelf needs redoing. We need to get rid of the art supplies, which I honestly don't know where else to put, hence why it was put on the shelf in the first place. My fantasy shelf needs a little love, and then I also have books above my wardrobe, which is just not looking too good. So the thing is, I'm very limited with how much book space I have. I don't really have a space in my room for an actual book shelf, like a bookcase, but I have these two shelves, my dresser, my desk, which is also home to like 10 books, and above my wardrobe. So we need to do some thinking. But first, we need to put every single book on the floor, clean the shelves. I left the wipes downstairs. Run downstairs, grab the wipes, vacuum the shelves, also just like the surfaces where all the books are. Then we can start to think about rearranging them. I also did in fact do a mini unboxing of getting these pretty books, so I'm going to insert that clip here because I didn't really know where this clip was going to go, so I might as well put it in here. And then I will see you when we're taking everything off the shelf and putting it on the floor. This box holds something very special, which has made its way all the way from Ireland. So let's have a look inside and see what it might be. I actually don't even know how to open this. shelves now. I haven't taken anything, like these Devil's Night series books are gonna stay here until maybe like winter time, when it's like properly winter time, and then I'll put some more fitting books there. I don't really have very many like wintry books, so I don't know what I'm gonna put there instead. I don't know what choices I made to put my romance books here and my fantasy books there, and then I sort of agreed, I guess I agreed with myself that I was gonna put YA above my wardrobe. But I didn't really stick to that because there's a few books on there like The Song of Achilles and The Prior of the Orange Tree that isn't YA. So I need to make space for those with the rest of the books. But now we need to wipe everything down. Well, vacuum it first and then wipe everything down. I'm just too short, so we're just gonna see how this is gonna go. This is probably gonna look really awkward, but can I? If I take, it's cold. If I make it really tiny. Aha. I really need to make some stuff to put here in the space under my shelf because it just looks so bland. But I'm gonna have to scour Pinterest for that first because I'm not the most original person. I really should get a second thing of shelves for both of them probably, but not today. Now we're ready. The only issue is I don't know what to do because I only have this one shelf for all of my romance books, and I have a lot of series or like interconnected books. I have like all of Elsie Silver's books. I've got really big Magnolia Park series. I've got the Off Campus and the Briar U series, the Boys of Tommen series. I have a lot, and I don't know how to make it look good on one shelf without looking too cramped. But I'm like, where else am I gonna put them? Because I also have these books, which all kind of fit like the same fiction with some romance, or like not, you know, the off-campus series or a cowboy romance, or I'm thinking I'm gonna put these out in the landing until I get like more shelves because I just really don't have the space, and honestly at this point I might as well just make it look pretty than just try to cramp everything on one shelf. So I think these are gonna go outside with my mum's books. Anything that kind of fits this is gonna go there as well. I also have 2 books on a nightstand, which are there for like decoration and to like give depth to the nightstand, I guess. But it's 2 of my favorite books, As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, which is such a good read, and I think everybody should give this book a chance. And then we also have Normal People by Sally Rooney. However, this book fits this pile. And this book is fantasy, sort of. It has like a hint of fantasy, but I don't know what to put on my nightstand because I want to display this book now. This is the thing about displaying books, is that takes up like what, 4 books width? But this is just such a pretty book and it means so much to me. What do I do? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna start putting stuff up there and seeing what works. We're also going to consult Pinterest because, oh, it's dead. Okay, well my iPad charges up quick so we can check Pinterest. As I was saying, Pinterest is like my guide to everything. I love finding info on there. And everybody's shelves just look so pretty on Pinterest, so we're gonna have a look through that just to see how other people have organized series. But also feel weird if I had just like all of Elsie Silver, all of Boys of Tommen, all of the Off Campus. You know, that would look odd. Okay, we're making decisions. First, books up are going to be the Off Campus and Briar U series. I really want to reread these soon. I always like don't let myself reread books because in my head I'm like, there are so many books that I want to read. Why am I wasting time rereading them? Then I'm like, Lily, this is your life. Do what you want to do. If you want to reread books, reread the books. Yay, first book's down. Now I'm thinking we go into some cowboy romances. Which one do I like the most of these? Well, I actually haven't read these, so I'm just basing that on cover, and I'm not gonna do that because I haven't read them. So why would I display a book I haven't read yet? Because maybe I pick one and it's like my least favorite of the series. So for now, they're just gonna go like that. now I have Lila Sage. And the next romance author that we have a bunch of books from is none other than Miss Ali Hazelwood. I actually have the weirdest copy of The Love Hypothesis because this is like the brightest white paper on like a really soft cover page and a really odd size. So I don't actually know what edition this is, but it's always bothered me because it's like the whitest of white papers. But I got it when it was like not even that popular yet and read it when it wasn't even that popular yet. So this truly means a lot to me. And as you can see, we're growing the collection now. I think I've read basically every single full-length book that is available for most people by Ali Hazelwood. Like there's a few that are like Spotify exclusive or things like that that I haven't read. And there's a few novellas that I haven't read, but aside from that, I've read them all. And these are the ones that I own. So let's make it look good. Now we have a stack of standalones, or just like books that I just don't own anything else in the duology or series of. But I also then have The Boys of Tommen. And I don't know what to do with this stack. Which one do I hold on? Let me grab them both. Because now we've just grouped a lot of big series together. So I feel like I have to go with these, but then I'm like, what do I do with all the standalones? Actually criminal that I only own one Emily Henry book. I need to do something about that. What do we think? I think the thing is, I love bookshelves that have books displaying on them and have trinkets all around and space, but clearly we don't have that, and I'm probably not going to have that for a little while. So this is the best it's going to get. I don't know, I'm not in love, but I honestly don't really know what else to do. You know, it's probably the fact that it looks so symmetrical, because we've got these facing this way and then these facing this way. I don't know what to do. I think we're going to need to rethink this, and by this I mean my really cool surfing, it's not a poster because it's literally on a plank of wood, and my jewellery box because I just don't have the space, but I don't know where else to move these two because I don't know how to hang this up, and this box is fairly large. I've done some problem solving to be able to move my vanity, so let's do that. My vanity, my jewellery box. I'm always so scared I'm gonna move something that's like leaning on the wall and there's just gonna be like a massive spider there. I hope I haven't just jinxed that into existence, but you check. Is there a spider? Okay, great. I think that's gonna need to get hung because I need the space. Okay, new plan. I'm thinking, because we have a bit of a cowboy theme with the posters here, we move the cowboy books down here, make them nice and pretty, add a few extras here, and then rethink the shelf. So let's bring the cowboy books down here and see what we can do. I was trying to take a thumbnail and now all of my books are all over my bed. And I was planning on filming this, editing, and posting this today. And it's like late. And I haven't gotten anywhere because look at the state of my shelves. I need to get a move on. So let's lock in and do some organizing. I've just lost an entire stack of books. I made a stack, I put it somewhere, now I can't find it. Oh. I'm not mad about it. My thinking, regular sports romance, miscellaneous standalones. Why we go from the Boys of Tommen to dark romance, I don't know, but we're just going to have to go with it. Why we go from dark romance to this group, I don't know, we're just gonna have to go with it. And why we go from this group to dark academia, I also don't know, but we're just gonna have to go with it. But I honestly really love this section. The only thing is that I feel like it's a little bit of a wasted space almost with like all of this here. But again, what else am I going to do? So now we need to work on the fantasy shelf, which I think is going to be a little bit easier just because everything looks more cohesive anyways. So let's do that. I've been sat here for like a good 15 minutes scrolling on my phone because I'm tired. I'm also on my period, so I have backache, stomach ache, and overall not really in the mood to do anything, but we need to get this done because this looks cute. This does not. And I need to get this out today, so what am I doing? Let's go. Okay, that went a lot quicker than I was expecting it to. Now, first, I know this wall, what did I even say? This wall needs a lot of work. I know, it looks bland and it needs a little something. I don't know if I want to do like a cute fantasy world map sort of a thing of like all my favorite worlds, or make some more posters even though we all know that takes me forever. I don't know yet, but I don't dislike this, which is great. And on my desk I have the Cruel Prince trilogy and Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, which is actually my monitor stand. I don't know, it just fits perfectly. Oh, secondly, you might be thinking, Lily, why do you only own Iron Flame? Because it's not my book. I don't own any of that series, so that's why. I also really want to read Realmbreaker, maybe at the beginning of next year, because I love Red Queen. I love it. That was a book series that got me into reading many years ago, and I gave Realmbreaker a try. I also think Lena got me this book, so shout out to Lena for that. And I started it and then I just got like 2 pages in and then just never picked it back up again, but I'm in the mood to read that book soon. But anyways, now we need to focus on my like YA shelf, which is above my wardrobe, and I need to go find a stool to stand on, or I just stand on my vanity. Let's do that and then we're done. But yeah, I definitely need to think about like sprucing this place up, but it's also hard because the ceilings in this room, I love the ceilings. It's like wood beam ceilings, but they're just very high, which means that it looks like there's a lot more blank space than there actually is. But maybe I can like hang stuff. I don't know. You'd think I would know what I want considering how much time I spend on Pinterest, but I really don't. Let's do above my wardrobe. There's literally just like YA series and it just needs reorganising. Not that many books need to go up there, so let's do that. I think gradually throughout this entire video my lip gloss has just like disappeared, but I honestly don't feel like reapplying it, so if you notice that, sorry. Ooh. I have a spinning chair and this is really, I should stop doing that because if I fall that will not be funny. Anyways, let's see, so we have fantasy here and the random stuff here, so let's maybe keep to that. So I always forget I have this crown. I got it when we were doing Spirit Week, or our last week in high school before graduation, and we did like characters. So I was Rapunzel, and this was my Rapunzel crown. It's honestly really pretty. Maybe I'll put it on that shelf actually. Let me do that, but for now. Okay. Why I only have books 1 and 4 of Heartstopper, who knows? This book isn't YA, but it doesn't fit on the romance shelf, and it's a book that I did not finish, so. And then the last set of books that need a home is the series. I do wish that I had like proper shelves and I could display this properly because I have so much love for the series, but alas, it will live. The Lore and Lust trilogy also isn't YA, but can't do much about that now. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was fun. I had fun, mostly, except for when I was overthinking everything and had no idea what to do, but I'm really happy with this. My room is still a work in progress, and it probably will be for the rest of my life because I like to change things up. I really do need a bookshelf, but this room just doesn't have space for that, unfortunately, so we make do with what we have, and I'm happy with everything. Everything has a place, and even though I had to move stuff around, everything else that I moved has a place, except for that surfing poster, but whatever, I'll just get my dad to hang it up somewhere. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you probably on Sunday for some other book video.